Hi, let's create today a progressive web application in 3 easy steps. If this is your first time here and you want to learn front-end and JavaScript, start right now by subscribing and don't forget to turn on the subtitles. First things first, what is the progressive web app? PWA is a user experience that has the reach of the web, reliable, fast, engaging. This new level of quality allows PWA to earn a place on the user's home screen. PWA key features are progressive, responsive, connectivity independent, app-like, fresh, safe, discoverable, re-engageable, installable, and likable. The architecture of PWA consists of the app shelf and the content. Let's start today from the app shelf. We'll create the app titled The Conscious Timer, a simple and straightforward approach to stay focused. Hit the button to start the timer. The ring bells every 5 minutes. Remember to keep your focus. Easy. I'm going to use an SVG background by Steve Sugar, a bell icon created by Freepik, and a bell sound by Ancient Oracle. Let's dive into the code. So let's start with index.html. I need to create a doc type, should be with a properly set viewport in order to be normally rendered for all mobile devices. I set a title here, Conscious Timer, and add a link to my feature styles. Now let's create this style sheet file and add initial styles. I need style.css and reset all margins and paddings. For styles, let's use a pattern from Hero Patterns. Set margin and padding also 0 here. Set width to 100 view width and height to 100 view height. Now I set display to flex and align future elements in the center of this viewport. Align items to center and justify content as space around. And paste here the background. Reload the page to see the results. Good. Now let's create our button. For a button, I'm going to use an SVG icon by Freepik, this bell. So I'm going to add downloaded images to my main folder. Let's create a folder, images, and put these icons there. Like this. Now let's add this button to our body. I need a button element with the class button, type also button, and add area label. Toggle the timer. Let's add an image here with the class button image. It is empty because it's just a decorator and the source to our image. Good, now let's add styles to this button. For a class button, I need to set the position relative and add its geometry. Good, now let's add also geometry to its inner image. It should be button image with the following properties. Position absolute. Good, now let's add another bell that should overlay this one when the timer is turned on, and also a container with an additional shadow that will be turned on when the timer is turned on and will be turned off. I'm going to use this technique because
there are only two properties that can be easily animated: transition and opacity. Therefore, I will change the opacity of overlay to make a smooth animation. Let's add these elements. A new image here, using following parameters. And a utility class uInvisible. I'm going to use visible and invisible classes to toggle the opacity of these elements and change via JavaScript which of it will be visible. Also set add to empty and set source here. Image and bell color. Close this tag and add an overlay. Button overlay here. And it also should be invisible until timer is not turned on. Now add styles. A button overlay class should be as following. Set position to absolute. Now define its geometry. Border radius to 50. And set box shadow. Let's add transition here. And the same for button image. And now let's add these utility classes. For visible, opacity to 1, and invisible, opacity to 0. Okay, that's enough for our shell.
That's it, so easy. My code is available on GitHub, documentation is available on the internet. Follow the links if you're eager to get more. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and watch other episodes. Thanks for watching and dive deeper.